Hey everybody, it's Marshall here. This is my Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, Episode 8 review and Easter eggs. I just did a whole entire rant video about Girl Meets World Season 2 finale. They got me there, but that's a long video. I'm going to have to upload the whole thing. I don't even know if this video will come in time, but I'm doing it. So anyway, this episode was really good. I'm going to keep it short because I have a lot of stuff to do. But basically, this episode, they were in the 50s. They're going after Vandal Savage, of course. And it really deals with a lot of Easter eggs to some classic films. You see some Easter eggs to Gremlins. I think the guy that produced, or not produced, maybe produced, but the guy who directed this episode, I think made the Gremlins movies. So that was a really cool Easter egg. They also did some flashbacks to some other classic films. So there was some of the Easter eggs in there, if you guys didn't catch it, like Biff, calling him Biff from that one movie. What was that movie again? Oh, I can't remember. But I know that the character, I just can't remember what movie that was. But anyway, they did like some Easter eggs like that from some classic movies. But this episode, I really liked it because they dove into something that we haven't seen in a while. And that's the 50s, right? I mean, we dove into the actual truth of the 50s. There was racism, there was sexism, there was all these things about isms, and they kind of acknowledged that. I like how they did it, though, too. It was clean. It wasn't like they're doing an over-dramatic thing on TV. Because I like there are simple movies that can do that. Like, movies can go over the top because that's what a movie is, a cinematic thing, right? But when a TV show goes over the top about a certain era and time, it kind of like off-puts me for a second there. But to me, when I was watching this episode, I kind of got sucker punched a little bit because I kind of felt what they were saying through the screen about, you know, the racist comments. Because look at me, to be honest. So I kind of got that, and I kind of really, you know, it really kind of like stung me a little bit, and I thought, you know what, I am so grateful for the world that we live in today, because it's not perfect. Our world that we live in is still not perfect right now, but it shows us how much it's changed and how much people accept people for who they are, what they look like, you know, they're, you know, whatever, just everything, you know, and I really like that. I really like that. I felt that through Legends of Tomorrow, and they did a good job of showing it. So I really like that. I really appreciated it as well. But what do you guys think about that? Comment down below. But through the episode, they kind of and also, it was just so cool to see the Kendra, too. I feel like Kendra's situation was actually the most, to me, a female, a black lady married to a white man, right? I mean, that's something that they did in the episode. They kind of played that with Ray and Kendra. So it was kind of like, when the lady came up to them and said, hey, go get me a drink, I'm thirsty, and it's like, oh, get your own drink! And I just love how, you know, it was really nice how they presented that. I really liked it. I really appreciated this episode. I thought it was really great. Huge improvement from last week because I didn't hate last week's episode, but I didn't much care for it. This one was so good. I really liked it. But anyway, Vandal Savage and Kendra, you know, kind of goes undercover a little bit. Kendra undercover for this episode. And later on, when she wants to take on Vandal Savage by herself, I was like, I have no faith in Hawkgirl. I think that Hawkgirl is not a strong enough character. I really do not think that she is strong enough. They need to make her a stronger character, because when she went up against Vandal Savage, oh, I knew it was coming. I knew for a fact that she was going to fail, because it was just set up that way. And she's not a big character. She's not a strong character like she is in other things. Say Justice League, the animated series. Hawkgirl's amazing in that. She can bring the house down with that mace. Here, you know, I kind of wish they would have gone with the Justice League animated series, like, look to her and gave her, like, that awesome, like, fiery personality, right? But, I don't know, it was kind of weird to me. To see her fail, I knew it was going to happen. But there was a lot of other stuff going on. We had a little bit of Martin Stein, you know, we had a little bit of Sara. Sara was actually interacting with this other nurse that was there. Well, actually, Sara really wasn't a nurse, but you know what I'm talking about. And so this nurse was there, and she kind of wanted her to get her out of, like, the zone where she couldn't be herself. She couldn't be, you know, herself in this world that they lived in. And, you know, Martin Stein was talking about taking this, you know, bringing her into the light a little bit, bringing that character into the light, and, you know, having her be comfortable with who she is, but then go back to the future and just leave her there. So I kind of felt like I agreed, but it was like at the same time, but that's what Sara, you know, Sara liberates, and that's what she's doing for this girl. So I thought that was like, it was kind of like, for me. I didn't know whether I agree with Martin Stein or Sara. So yeah, but it was really cool to see that Sara kind of, you know, liberated her and kind of made her feel who she is. And I really liked the chemistry between them too. I thought that it was really great. The kiss between both of them, it was really nice. So I really liked that. But yeah, well, technically, no, Sara's still in 1950, so I guess it could work out. But it was like, yeah, I kind of, like, agree with Martin Stein just a tiny bit. You're going to, like, liberate this girl, make her feel who she is. You know, you're going to kiss this girl, love this girl, be with this girl, and who appreciates you. And you're going to bring her into the light, and you're leaving her here? I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that. But it was cool to see that. Then we got a little bit of stuff with Jax. Now, Jax was captured by Vandal Savage. He and the nth metal meteorite that we found there. Yeah, so that was the nth metal meteorite. But how they explain it in the comics is that meteorite that Vandal Savage gets his powers from is not the meteor. It's not nth metal. It's a different type of rock. It's a different type of meteor. Nth metal is what Hawkman and Hawkgirl in the comics use to make their weapons, their armor, stuff like that. But we got to see the meteor, and instead of making firestorms like they were going to do, Vandal Savage is now making evil hawk people. So he makes the evil hawk people. He turns Jax into an evil hawk person. I thought that was really crazy. But of course, Captain Cold ends up, kind of, and Captain Cold and Rip ended up going on. Actually, they weren't really big characters in this episode, but they ended up going on this thing where they're just like, okay, let's get Jax. Then Jax ends up getting back to the time ship. He's fine. The antidote or whatever helps him, and everything goes good. Now, I think I pretty much covered almost everything except for the big stuff that we're going to talk about at the end of this episode. They're left in the 50s. Kendra, Ray, and Sara are left in the 50s. And the reason why is because they had to take off because Chronos was on the ship. I'm starting to hate Chronos. I hate him so much because he just comes at random times and it's like, bum, 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 Chronos is here. And it's like, okay, that's just old. It worked earlier in the season. Chronos is here. We got to do something. But now it's just like, really? You're going to bring Chronos? Like, why does he always show up in the randomest times? Like, I don't even know why. He's kind of like, boop, here I am. And I'm just like, oh, get out of here. Let's get off the screen. And I'm just kind of like, it's kind of old to me now. I didn't think I liked that. I kind of, wanted to fill that in with something else, right? But I guess that gives them an excuse to leave the others in the 50s. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, but I think it's like 2 weeks away. So we're taking a break from Legends. But it's cool. We're going to see what happens to them soon. But what did you guys think of this episode? Comment down below. Links up there to my other Legends videos. Link from there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, blog channel. Same channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe those. Other than that, like it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.